and Lopez. So it's kind of, good run on both sides, but now somebody has to go home here. We're going to see where they end up going. Looks like Brollyyy, of course, sticking with the Roman Reigns that we saw him use a little bit earlier, and DB with the Onyx, with the newest, freshest legend on the streets of Brawlhalla. We're going to see how that pans out for him.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing DB playing some Artemis earlier, but he's switching over to this Onyx. And you were talking about their runs through the bracket a little bit. I think Brollyyy had a little bit more of a confident run through the lower side of top 8 because both of his sets that he played were 3-1s, whereas DB's were down to game 5, both sets against Balthazar and Stardust. So maybe a little bit more of a tougher time for DB to move through this lower bracket than it was for Brollyyy.
And yeah, I'm just even starting off with kind of the momentum here. Brollyyy going for a very strong read there with that side signature, of course, not landing the mark at all. DB nowhere to be found, but a stomp there, almost enough. Definitely a lot of force on this legend to make it go away. Oh, I thought he was going to down sig there. That would have been hot, but whiffs an attack instead.
DB in the red has the gauntlets in his hands. And have to be careful how close he gets to Brollyyy. He needs to get in there to do damage, but if he gets too close, there's the big down signature from the big guy, Roman Reigns.
Bouncing him against the ropes. Here we go. Wow, ground pound coming up from DB. Going for a high read there, but it looks like decides to go low. So he's going to have to reset the scenario one more time. I don't know about that ground pound. A little far away to go for that one, but he's trying to get a read on the movement. He's just not quite figured it out yet.
Seen him whip that tail, though. That side signature, an extremely powerful signature. Tough to punish. It comes out so quickly, has good hitbox, good startup, good recovery. Just overall an incredible signature on the Onyx kit. You've already seen him use it a bunch of times.
Oh, there we go. That should be the KO. Nice and easy. Comes to DB as he has the cannon in hand. Looking to see if he can kind of bring this back a little bit in terms of damage. We haven't really seen any crazy kind of cannon conversion, but hold on, this offstage gameplay going to be a good chunk of hits for DB.
He's putting some solid offstage damage. You didn't see him go too far into it. Like, you saw the ground pound coming in from Brollyyy, and DB just kind of backed away from it. Didn't try to press his luck too much after he took some major damage that he put onto Brollyyy there with about 3 or 4 unanswered hits. So DB, although he's going in for some stuff off stage, he's not getting too greedy, and he's not counting his chickens before they hatch.
There you go, man. I mean, definitely want to make sure you have the best flock. You know? There we go, DB. Yeah, I mean, he's done the damage, right? He's looking for probably a D-Light Nair. That'll go ahead and might be enough to get the KO here. If not, throw out that Onyx N-Sig, definitely good. But we've switched over to the gauntlets now. You already see he's throwing out that down sig, that ground smash. Man, it's so good.
See, Brollyyy kind of sticking to the ground a lot. Maybe afraid of, another down signature from Brollyyy. Maybe afraid of getting picked up by the Nair into the recovery option for DB for that knockout. The weapon toss coming out. That gets the dodge from Brollyyy. Brollyyy again with a down signature. That has been the death dealer for Brollyyy onto DB so far this game.
It's okay. He's able to tie it up really quickly with an unarmed recovery. But yeah, I think you're right. Kind of those moves like that don't care what side you're on. For people that really love to try to trick their opponents with their movement by dashing in through and around them, it can be really tough to deal with. He's like, all right, I think he's going to try to mix me up. I'm just going to down sig. Boom, it hit. I'm going to keep doing that until he recognizes that I'm not going to play that game with you. So DB going to have to play the neutral game a little bit more cautiously. I just want to take a little bit more of a passive approach in terms of his dodges and go away rather than into him.
Oh, nice little 3-hit from DB. Again, that down signature. It's so good. Like, it's so good. Like, you think Taros, and you're like, okay, yeah, the Taros Axe Insig gimmick. Of course, you run into it in ranked. You run into it in free-for-all while you're trying to grind your battle pass out. Like, yeah, I get it. But that down signature, oh my god, it's such an incredible signature.
DB goes for the weapon toss, no dodge. Brollyyy, there we go. Ooh. Clean ground pound from DB there to go ahead and secure that first game. It was looking pretty bad for DB kind of towards the beginning there, and then he was able to bring up the damage with his cannon on that second stock, and then from that point forward, I was just kind of able to maintain the lead, secure the victory. Kind of proud of him there for being able to turn that around and win as confidently was able to do that there. But we're going to see what the adjustment is in this game too. I'm very confident that this isn't going to be a one-sided set by any means.
There's going to be no character adjustment coming out from Brollyyy as he continues to go with this Roman Reigns, with this Taros crossover into this Onyx from DB. Now, despite Onyx being still a very solid character in the current meta right now, has, like I said, that amazing side signature on Cannon, solid Cannon neutral signature as well. And now that Onyx has had like a balance pass wave go by, I kind of expected to see a lot more Onyx this weekend in this tournament now that she's tournament legal, but we really haven't seen very much of it so far.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, we saw like a tad, right? We saw a sprinkle from Sandstorm in the kind of the NA side, and we have DB doing it here. But otherwise, people have kind of been going for other Gauntlet legends. Granted, maybe it's the fact that not too many top-level players play Cannon is probably what it is. Oh man, that almost obliterated DB there. Surprised you survived that. You went straight up.
Really kind of floating over DB, playing right around that weapon spawn. The Cannon is grabbed by DB, floating as the landing. Oh, hitting 2 down airs, going deep with another ground pound. He's been nailing those ground pounds lately, and vertically, that time on top of a hammer. Impressive. See if DB's able to continue with this lead like he was previously, or if he's going to fall prey to a very quick axe down sig from Brollyyy the next time he picks up an axe. He has it, throws it away, grabs it. Oh. There we see the down signature, but DB avoids it this time.
Just barely, too. I swear he was an iframe away from death. But now DB somehow surviving that ground pound, kind of sending him at a good angle to survive there. Happens twice, but that weapon throw, he has no cannon, just tear his way to stage now. Easy edge guard for Brollyyy there, and now we have once again a 2-stock tied match, but this time DB is already in the lead, very slightly damage-wise, but might be able to go ahead and extend this a little bit. He's not even getting a weapon, he's just scrapping him.
Yeah, there's that spawn right there on the stage, and DB actually chose to hit a sidelight that hit Brollyyy away. Could have moved over, grabbed the weapon. You saw DB continue to go in.
DB trying to play a neutral, goes for the dash weapon throw, not going to hit there. And now has to get another weapon. The Cannon is back. He's going to go for another ground pound off stage. Goes for the down air. That doesn't hit twice. It misses, but he's still able to find a hit with the recovery. Brollyyy waiting for a weapon. There it is. What's he going to be able to do with it? Looks like nothing. And DB just covering his landing with the weapon throw. Dodge.
Man, that was so close to hitting. It seems like DB would rather be unarmed than be on gauntlets. Like, he'll pick up the gauntlets for a second, but then he'll throw them away, and then it's not a big deal anymore. Oh, no, another dare. DB almost getting back, almost able to kiss that wall, get his jumps back, but it's now Brollyyy with the lead, has the hammer in hand. It also seems like Brollyyy doesn't really want to be on hammer very much. He would much prefer to be on axe. We haven't seen too much hammer play coming out from him. Haven't seen the standard Taros D-Light Insig or anything like that. The weapon toss with the gauntlets going to confirm that knockout. DB gets to go back over to the Cannon, and he grabs the gauntlets and moves away. Neutral light coming out, throws it away immediately. Turn around, unarmed neutral light.
I'm like, how do you even do that input without moving? It's like, you really did that quite impressively there. Is DB going ahead, going for that jump down air, trying to catch Brollyyy in the air or moving around the stage. There he lands a side air, not going to lead to much, but just the way that Cannon Sair propels you in a direction can make it so hard to punish if they do it away from you.
Gets you just far away enough, and he's changing up his placement with it too. That's actually a really solid signature. Oh, nice ground pound. That's going to confirm the knockout. But that signature he used, that'll kind of scoop down and catch people who are grounded, kind of like the Bryn axe down
exactly.
signature.
That's what I was thinking of too.
If you're just looking at it on paper, like the frame data of it, you're going to be like, yeah, come on, man. That's really not that great of a signature. Definitely not the Bryn axe down signature. But you'll catch people with that scoop. You'll be up high enough that some of their grounded attacks might not work. You'll be able to gain priority with the hitboxes that you have and scoop people over to the edge. And then just continue it. And that ground pound that DB threw out was fantastic. He's continuing this victory run.
Yeah, I mean, so far, DB, I mean, he made some adjustments in that first game, and then ever since, it looks like Brollyyy really hasn't found much of an answer. I mean, you were talking about how we haven't seen too much out of his hammer, which is kind of weird, right? We saw Brollyyy playing a little bit, like, not too long ago, maybe like 20 minutes ago. You know, he was doing stomp into Ensig over and over and over and nailing his opponents with it. And now against DB, he's just not able to find those confirms. He's not able to find his stomps. He's not able to find his hits. There we go. Gets his Sair. It's like he might actually be trying out the hammer a little bit more this time around. But DB just seems to have it. The down sig.
Yeah, complete change in the way DB is playing right now. Looking very confident with how he's using his signatures. You see him just immediately out of the gate going for that signature right on the edge. The hammer moves coming out from Brollyyy. Not a lot of connections made yet. It's like DB's gauntlets and Brollyy's hammer are kind of giving me the same impressions, and then Brollyy's axe and DB's cannon are kind of giving me the same impressions.
That's the worst. That's the, like, you mixed up yourself there, but it looks like he is going to survive, and Brollyyy might be able to turn this around. Okay, just goes for a dare, D-light, kind of standard axe stuff there. You just want to kind of get your damage where you can. He's looking for that final blow, unarmed neutral air to force a DB off stage, but just kind of unarmed versus cannon in that scenario. Can't really do much about DB staring at that height.
Neutral air from DB going back over. It's the gauntlets in his hands. Seeing those slide charge signatures, the gravity cancel signatures, and a stomp nair this time from Brollyyy. I don't know. He was on the right side of the stage. Should have gone for the stomp nair.
I thought he was going to do, or maybe even the N-Sig, but I don't remember which way he was facing. But either way, looks like Brollyyy going to have to look for another opportunity. That's heat. That's heat. That's a sick setup.
Set that up and did the perfect thing. He had to do the gravity cancel neutral light in order to hold Brollyyy there in all those active frames for that cannon to come back down and conk him on the head.
And honestly, that's not something I would have expected out of DB. That's something I'd expect Fiend to do when he's like playing with someone on their last stock. But from that to come out of DB, that consider me impressed.
Oh, big dare. Not only did that interrupt the recovery, you heard it and you saw it in that animation that came out, but Brollyyy finds the knockout there. Just about 50 damage behind DB, and you know those Taros axe moves, you're gonna hit chunks, but holy cow, DB's the one hitting chunks. Turning Brollyyy orange, almost picks up that ground pound. Would have led to certain death as Brollyyy probably didn't have enough options to get back.
Wow. DB just, every single time he lands a hit, he extends it here. He got a punish off a gravity cancel D-light into Nair, I believe. You don't really see too many gravity cancel D-lights at that height from a cannon. Oh no, the head bump. Oh no, not like this.
And Brollyy's hammer all of a sudden just came alive. Before it was like one hit, kind of reset into neutral, find another hit later on, find another hit later on. But you saw him do that chain dodge, that beautiful chasing chain dodge onto DB, going into the air, hitting a nice hammer string and getting the knockout.
There we go. Brollyy's getting some momentum here. DB just kind of threw a side sig, get some air particles. Not sure where he was going for that one. Looking for the recovery. Not going to KO. That's a chance. Charges the N-sig unarmed to finally get the KO. And he's in like the light red now, kind of, you know, dark orange. And that kind of stings for DB. There was a moment in the beginning of his final stock where he got the D-light onto Brollyyy and just didn't get a follow-up. If he had gotten that jump gravity cancel unarmed N-sig, that could have been the stock right there. He'd be a lot healthier, but now Brollyyy has amassed so much of a lead. I'm going to see what DB's able to do about it.
Yeah, DB was able to prime his weapon, so the next one he picks up will be a cannon, but it might be too late because that axe coming in from Brollyyy, you saw the damage he was able to put out before he went onto his final stock, and he was able to clean it up once he picked up the axe first, once he respawned. And Brollyyy is fighting his way back in this. He was down 0-2 in the set. That's going to be his first victory, keeping himself in this. We're in the losers semi-finals here in our top four. A loss there for Brollyyy would have meant that he was done for the day.
Looks like he still has signs of life here as he's pushing on forward into this game number 4. The legends have stayed the same, but the gameplay is where the adjustments are made. These guys are going to go ahead and duke it out some more. This time taking it right back to small Mammoth Fortress here. We're going to see what they're able to do.
Ooh, DB was almost able to grab the weapon for free, but then he didn't get to it in time, and it almost got swiped up by Brollyyy as it started to land. The first weapon for DB is going to be the gauntlets. The first weapon for Brollyyy is going to be his axe. It's a good thing for Brollyyy, might not be the best thing for DB, and as I say that, I take it back as he chases into the sky. Multiple recoveries, D-light into the neutral air, into the weapon toss down. Gonna pick up the cannon. This might be what he needs to secure this kill very quickly into this game. We're about 30 seconds in, and Brollyy's red.
Here we go. DB looking for that final blow. Brollyyy going for the scoop. Can't get the scoop there. Yeah, goes for the slide charge side sig, not going to land. This is giving Brollyyy some more opportunities to get some hits in because he's kind of fishing for the kill now. Side light going to whiff, goes for the D-light, wants a free guaranteed nair afterward. Brollyyy not giving it to him still. Nice weapon throw, almost gets the ground pound, covers himself back to the stage with the weapon throw again. DB now stuck in the corner.
Brollyyy being very careful. You were seeing multiple weapon tosses coming out from DB. He ended up disarming himself as Brollyyy was just completely far enough away from him, trying to play a little bit more careful. He knows he could pick up a knockout here. Neutral light sending DB far, but it was from the right side, sending to the left. Stomp side air from Brollyyy. No stomp nair this time, and that's going to be the knockout.
All right, Brollyyy in the lead ever so slightly. We're going to see how much damage he's able to rack up here before getting sent to a second stock. Look like it's going to be none as DB immediately finds a KO with the cannon recovery. Primes up a weapon. No, he's actually going to play with these gauntlets. We're going to see what he's going to be able to do. The gauntlets into unarmed matchup isn't bad, but Brollyyy does find a hammer here, so we're going to see how this pans out for DB here. So far, not terrible.
Yeah, we saw some more work early on in this game. You're seeing the gravity cancel D-light into the nair. Unfortunately, both times DB has hit that, it's sent Brollyyy off stage, and he's not able to grab the recovery as the option as Brollyyy bounces off. So he's not able to get that three-hit true combo that's, as of the most recent patch, is available to Gauntlet players.
Man, that's crazy. We just saw DB get caught kind of on that left side on that platform. He went to go for the gauntlet nair, and because the nair's animation puts your hands behind your head as it starts, it actually ended up running into a neutral light from hammer from Brollyyy. That's crazy. Stupid interaction.
Oh.
There we go. Easy KO
and
for Brollyyy.
Here comes those down signatures again from Brollyy's Taros Axe. Guys in with the hammer. DB picks up the nair, doesn't get the signature follow up. The recovery. Gonna need one more of those. Oh, man. He was searching for it there. Stomp into nothing, which is a little bit too high. I don't think Brollyyy knew exactly what to do off of it.
Brollyyy throwing out that side sig. There we go. The Sayer's going to bounce him off the stage and send him in the corner. Good weapon toss. And go for another one. And the teardrop sends Brollyyy crying to his last stock here as DB accidentally picks up his weapon. He was definitely trying to starve him. There we go. Gets the cannon. Gets a crazy string as well. Nice yellow damage.
Oh! Jump down airs. Multiple jump down airs into the neutral signature, turning Brollyyy orange. Moving back, basically following Brollyyy as he double chase dodges forward.
Just going to go to the losers finals here. I mean, it's so close. I mean, granted, if Brollyyy does win this, he does have one more game. He's trying to get it. Doesn't get the strong hit.
Oh, man, he got the weak hit of that. That would have been the knockout for sure. Sidelight into the recovery. The knockout move not hitting.
Oh,
Brollyyy still in the orange. DB very red. Brollyyy needs a win here to take it to Game 5. DB needs the victory to move on into the losers finals to face Wesley. Hammer coming in for Brollyyy. Big side air. I can't imagine he has enough to get back.
yeah.
And the weapon toss is there to confirm it, and Brollyyy ties up the set, somehow fighting back from 0-2. What a comeback he has on his hands.
And now I'm wondering where we're going to go for Game 5, right? I mean, we have kind of an interesting matchup. We got Roman Reigns versus Onyx, so I'm wondering what stage he's thinking is just going to be a mammoth reset. Might we see some Demon Island? No, we're just going straight back.
Yeah, it's going to be mammoth. Both players have won multiple games on here. Both of them in the default stance. Coming in high strength into high defense.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
All right, let's get it popping. The final game of this set. We'll see who's going to be able to come out on top. Now, I feel like DB has been doing a pretty good job of racking up the damage and finding some KOs, but it feels like it's kind of been a tale of, I feel like DB's been playing more or less consistently the entire time, and it's more so Brollyyy, I felt like, started playing better. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Ooh, gets the 2-hit, but Brollyyy immediately out of stun, throws out that hammer down air. Sidelight from Brollyyy, backs up, goes for another one. Pretty even in damage here. It's going to turn Brollyyy orange, side signature right over the corner. Doesn't really have that vertical hitbox downward. 1 or 2 more hits. DB is going to be in the orange. They'll be tied. Ooh, Brollyyy just turned red.
Oh, what?
DB being
What?
very careful. All of the iframes necessary to get through the later frames and the later hitboxes of that signature from DB. Neutral light coming out, sending him pretty far. Weapon toss goes low. Brollyy's high enough to avoid it. Doesn't have to burn a dodge or anything. Neutral light comes out from DB. In comes the cannon ground pound. He's used that multiple times to great success, keeping him weapon starved to the upper portion of the hitbox. Clips him this time, grabs him out the sky, and throws him up into the top corner. Big lead opportunity here for DB, but in comes the axe from Brollyyy, which means down sig opportunities, which means side air opportunities, which means recovery opportunities.
Oh, speaking of opportunities, nice clean, like 3-hit string there, and counting, and picks up the cannon. He's shoving right now. Oh! How did that not hit that? I needed that. I needed that clip. I am upset.
And he picks it up again. They are now neck and neck in damage on their stocks, but DB is a full stock ahead, goes for the side light, doesn't get the side air read. Unarmed side air from Brollyyy. He's going unarmed into the gauntlets of DB. There is a weapon spawn on the field. Gonna send DB far away, grab the hammer. All he needs is a down air, and there it is.
Okay, Brollyyy finally getting rid of the first stock of DB, but might be a little too late here. DB coming in with the cannon blazing. I mean, Brollyyy needs to find these hits and not get touched here. Burns his dodge there, and he goes for the exhausted recovery. So smart from Brollyyy, a chance to turn this around, get some damage while he has DB in the corner here. Even if he doesn't find the KO, just having this positioning is going to matter so much. Not even a bad trade. Could have been better, but you know, still gets a little bit of damage in there.
And that clash is going to turn DB orange. Brollyy's chasing him back and forth on stage. In comes the gauntlets for DB. Trying to get that max range down light. Didn't quite have it. There, he had it. He missed the recovery afterwards. Side light nair. Is Brollyyy going to try and go for the side light reset? Oh, the unarmed side heavy from the middle of the stage is enough, but so much damage was done onto the stock from DB.
Yeah, I feel like Brollyyy definitely did what he needed to with that second stock to make this game more within his grasp, and I can't believe DB was able to get away from that recovery. Brollyyy throws the weapon out there. He can go down there. He could have gravity canceled, unarmed, side-lighted, but it didn't matter. The down sig is back, and now we have ourselves a match. The winner of this is going to be moving to the losers finals for a shot against Wesley.
Game 5 situation here in the losers bracket. Both of them basically dead even, like one more hit from Brollyyy. DB's now yellow, dead even. Now Brollyy's taking the lead. Is he going to be able to fight back in this set?
Ooh.
DB is over. Brown Pound has him over on the edge. It's another axe in Brollyy's hands, coming down. 0-2 in this set. Now fighting back into game 5. What a comeback from Brollyyy, but DB's not out of it yet. One more hit. Brollyy's going to be orange.
He's going right back to the cannon. He wants to live and die by this weapon here. It's gotten him so much mileage in this game. So many long strings, but the down sig! Again, the yell, the cry from Brollyyy. He's going Super Saiyan in the end, the golden hair, to let you know he is the legendary one, letting his animal instincts take over and secure that victory. So we're going to be seeing Brollyyy move on to the losers finals in what I believe was a reverse 3-0, right? Did he just win 3 games back-to-back? Yeah.
It was. DB went up 2-0 in the set, and then Brollyyy fought back, didn't change his character, stayed on that Taro, stayed on the Roman Reigns, fought back with that mighty axe down signature. Incredible axe play from him. His hammer started to wake up. That was looking like it was going to be DB's set to lose, and Brollyyy really fought back hard.